I'm a big hiker. I was hiking in Utah during a cross-country trip after breaking up with someone I thought I'd marry. I was 31, and Utah was one of the states I was most excited about, particularly the Wasatch National Forest. I love hiking alone in secluded areas, away from crowds, and that's why I chose this spot. I drove as far down a narrow access road as I could and parked my car. There was no phone service, just how I like it. I geared up and started the hike. After an hour, it began to rain lightly, which annoyed me enough to turn back. But when I got back to my car, I froze. All 4 tires had been slashed. Fear crept in. This wasn't a coincidence. I scanned the forest, but saw nothing, only hearing the rain falling on the leaves. With no phone signal, I needed to find high ground, and the summit seemed like my best bet. I didn't feel safe staying by the road. I turned back into the woods, hiking fast. After a while, I heard something, a faint rustling behind me. It stopped when I stopped. My heart raced, but I didn't dare look back. The sun began to set, and the rain still falling. I pushed harder toward the peak. Finally, I reached the summit and found a small bit of phone signal. I couldn't just head straight back through the woods. I'd risk walking into a trap. Everything was fine for a bit, but then I heard a twig snap behind me. That's when I realized there wasn't just one person out there. Suddenly, I stumbled upon a makeshift campsite. The sounds behind me grew louder. Footsteps, twigs snapping. I felt a cold rush of panic. Whoever was out there was getting closer. I started to run. As I looked back, I saw them. Dark figures in the distance, barely visible through the mist. They were coming for me, fast. Finally, I saw my car in the distance, and a police car right behind it. I turned around. But those figures? They were gone, swallowed by the forest.